Hi there and welcome to this video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you perimeter. So with perimeter in math, we have various formulas, but I'll take you through the one for square and rectangle. So if you ever come across perimeter, you will not be fumbling or stumbling with what you should do. So perimeter for a rectangle. So you can see a rectangle is just a shape like this with two sides to be equal. So let's say if this part is 2 meters, basically this part should also be 2 meters. This part should basically be 1 and this should be 1 because this side is longer than this side. So that's basically what a rectangle is. So anytime you see a rectangle, you know that, and they ask you for perimeter, you know the perimeter is 2 times L plus W. So where L is equal to what? Length, and W is equal to width. So that's the explanation of it. So I'll draw it again and illustrate to you where the length is and where the width is. So when you have a rectangle like this part is what we call the length. That means the longer part. And this part is where we call the width, the shorter part. So basically, that's how we represent a rectangle. And this is the formula for solving. We will use it to solve some questions in the course of the video. So stay tuned. So let me clear this one. I wouldn't even clear it. Let's just minimize and put it here. We will need it. Now, here comes perimeter of a square. So you'll be asked, find the perimeter of a square. Then you'll be there. The way to do it is just 4 times L. Now, we know that from the rectangle, we know that L is length. So what I'm basically going to explain to you, this here is a square. This figure right here is a square. So I just kept it for the video sake. Now, we see 5 meters here. The reason why square is 4L is because this length, this length, this length, and this are all the same. So square is basically 4 times of L. So the length multiplying itself 4 times. That gives us this 4L we have here as a perimeter. Perimeter is just the total distance around a figure. So we have a square. So the total distance around it is what we know as the perimeter. So let me clear this. Alright, so after clearing, we can see that we have 5 meters here. So let's minimize this formula. We are going to use it. That's for our first question. So let me just put it at the side here. So we know it's for it. Now, since they give us 5 meters for one side, we just assume. So the perimeter of this one is what? A square is 4L. Now with 4L, we just substitute 4 and the L is 5. So when we substitute it, we get 20. Now not just 20, we have a unit here, which is meters. So the unit is very important as the answer. So when you bring an answer without a unit, you can be penalized for that. So make sure you always bring your unit. Now, we will move on using the other method. If you don't want to use the 4L, you can go for it and use this one, the L plus L plus L plus L method. Now, you just know that basically what I said, 5 meters goes for everywhere. So far as they give you one, you know that a square should entail 5 throughout. So you have 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, then all in meters. 5 plus 5 gives us 10, plus another 5 plus 5, which also gives us 10. Now 10 plus 10 gives us 20 meters. So basically, we have concluded that the perimeter of a square is 4L, or L plus L plus L. Now, what if I told you that this same figure can be made a rectangle this time around? And now we change this. So let me duplicate this. Where is the duplicate? It should be somewhere here. Okay, so let me. Oh, okay. Let's see. I should be able to duplicate this. Why is it not duplicating? This shouldn't be happening in the video. My bad. Paste. Correct. So this is 3 meters. Alright. So we have 3 meters here. Now this is coming into play. So I can put it here. So we know that is also for this. Alright, so you know that this, with the analogy I've given you, this is a rectangle. Now the perimeter for that is basically 2 times L plus W. And we illustrated that L is length and W is width. So what we are going to do is just substitute the values into it. Now we have 2. We know that L, which is the longest side, is 5. Then plus the shortest side, which is 3 meters. So now we get 2 times 5 plus 3 gives us 8. We end up with 2 times 8, which gives us 16. This gives us 16 meters. Either way, you can also solve this one as 2L plus 2W as a form of expansion. So you put the L here, which is 5, plus 2, and you put the weight here, which is 3. Now you get 10 plus 8. 2 times 3 is 6. So 10 plus 6 gives us 16 m, which is 16 meters. So you can see that it's basically the same as this. And those are ways to solve perimeter questions. Now, you solve one question, and that will be it for today. So let me just now, what if this is 4 and this is 6? What are you going to do? So you can pause the video and solve it. After that, put your answer in the comment section. Be honest to yourself and be truthful to all of us. Now, I'll continue. So when you're done, play the video and you see the answer. Now, we have perimeter. And the first thing we need to do is determine the shape we have. Now we know this is a rectangle. That means we are going to use our perimeter formula. Okay, so now we have 2 times L. L is the length, which is the longest side, 6 plus this side, 4. Now, 2 comes and 6 plus 4 gives us 10. Now 2 times 10 gives us 20 meters. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe and like. See you in the next one. Bye bye.